Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I've been on here. I've had a lot of personal things going on, and anything God's told me has been personal about my life. Since my last videos, I've gotten married and I have my first grandbaby, which is a girl. Um, she's now 1, and I get to watch her like a couple days a week, so that's really exciting. Um, right now, I'm fasting, so I had this dream and I wanted to relay this to you guys, and I'm really not quite sure what it means because I don't keep up with a lot of the politics and things like that. I've been trying to, especially while fasting, just not even watch the news much, but I do know there's riots because our local Walmart was boarded up, and I'm in North Carolina, and they were closing down early and stuff, so I know that's going on, but I'm not sure exactly what this dream means. I'm hoping that maybe God will give the interpretation to somebody out there, and you could help me out, or maybe it'll just be a confirmation for somebody else, for something God's told you. But if I look down, it's because I'm reading, because it's kind of a longer one. I had this on May 1st, 2020. I only remember parts of the dream, but it was like really realistic to me. It felt very real. Okay, at the beginning of the dream, I was putting on new boots, and they were like camo boots with a bright green on top. They were a little too tight, but I did get them on. My husband Wayne was there, and he was watching me put them on. And then the next thing I remember, there was a bunch of us, just me, my husband, my son, a bunch of people I really don't even know were there. And we all knew that President Trump had agreed to something with China, and that China had manipulated him about a situation to get him to agree. So my oldest son, Ryan, um, and my husband Wayne were talking about it, and they're usually not very political at all. Like, very rare would they even talk about something like that in real life. My son Ryan's name does mean little king. I don't know if that is significant or not. But anyway, they were talking about it, and they were upset because it wasn't like Donald Trump um, to be manipulated and to do what he had done. So they thought, well, if we all just go talk to him, maybe he'll change his mind. So we all went to see the President of the United States. And by the time we got there, I was in this really pretty yellow dress. And the guys went over and spoke to Trump, which was my husband and my son. And they explained to him what was going on, that the men from China um, were manipulating him. Okay, so Trump agrees to this, and he was going to go talk to the people from China, and he was kind of angry, and he asked all of us to go along with him. So we're all walking to a room trying to get there before these men from China leave, because they were headed back to China. And President Trump's walking like with intent of telling them off, and we're all kind of following behind him. At one point, I was walking beside the president, and he gave me one of them like side hugs, really tight, and said something kind of flirty to me, which I thought was really weird. And I knew my husband was behind me, so I thought, well, he might get mad. But then I was like, well, it's the president, so you just don't tell the president something. So I just kept on going. That was a little like a weird part of the dream. But anyway, we continue to walk, and we get to the room where the men were from China, where they had been staying. Okay, and the room was kind of dark, and there was bedding just laying all over the floor. It was a dark room. They were all there, and then Trump told them he changed his mind. Okay, so he retracted whatever deal it was that he had made with them. And the next thing I remember was Trump and the China leader guy, was sitting next to each other like friends, and the whole room started moving, with all of us in it, like an amusement park ride. The sides of the walls were all like windows, and you could see out. It was just like you're in some kind of amusement park ride. So it's turning around, and we were all watching a movie together. And let's see. So I thought it was pretty cool because I was watching a movie with the President of the United States. And I remember thinking that, like, wow, I'm watching a movie with the President of the United States. This is really awesome. And the China leader and the president was sitting beside each other, talking and laughing like friends and everything. And then we start, as the room starts turning around, and I'm looking out the windows, I see these two big tall buildings. And they just repeatedly fall and go back up, and fall and go back up. And it, I mean, like crumble, you know, as if they were blown up or something. And it just kept going over and over. So I got scared because it looked so real to me. And I said, well, that looks like 9/11. That's what I said. That looks like 9/11. And then I looked to the left and I saw another building crumbling. And I saw what looked like a man in the building. And he was like bent down on one knee and he had both of his hands up like this. I don't know if you can see me, but he had both of his hands up like this, like he was lifting the building up. He was trying to hold up the structure. And I saw this man on there, but then I realized it was like a sculpture on the building. So I don't know what that is or if it exists. I have no idea. But anyway, I said that the man, I said, that looks like Jesus. And that building just kept crumbling and then going back together as well. And then the room's turning some more, swung to the left again, and at one point there was some type of, I don't know, bizarre creature, alien type thing that was there. That was really scary. I don't remember seeing exactly what it looked like, except it had long legs. I remember seeing long legs, but I'm not sure. And then the room turned again, and there was this big, powerful, like waterfall, and it was like shooting up in the sky. And Donald Trump started laughing to the China leader beside him, and he said, "That's a coincidence. We were going to see this on Sunday, but now we're already here." And I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, and the whole time, like this is going on, I'm trying to take care of this young child who had all this sticky stuff on his hands, and I was trying to wash it off with this water from a little water fountain in the room. And it was just really annoying to me. And that's that's all I remember. I was just like really annoyed by this thing where I had to wash this kid's hand the same time. But it was like, parts of it was scary. Like the building falling down, it really seemed realistic to me. And I have no idea why I would dream about Donald Trump and a deal with China. So I have no idea what's going on. If there is something going on right now, if it's something that's going to happen, I don't know. Maybe you guys could put something in the comments to let me know if any of this means anything to you. But other than that, I mean, that's all that's really I've dreamt about lately that I can think of. Most of the stuff I've had was personal things that God's been dealing with me on. I've quit smoking, which is awesome, and got married, which is awesome. And like I said, I had a grandbaby, so that's all that's been going on the last couple years. I moved to a different part in North Carolina, and now I'm in the process of trying to buy a house. So pray for us with that, because that's not as easy as we hoped it would be. Anyway, God bless all of you, and hopefully I'll have some more to tell you later. Bye.